This adjusted. Hi everybody. Hi, I'm Jamie. Welcome to my Periscope today. I'm Jamie from writinginthestillness.com, and today I'm doing a little Periscope about meal planning. I don't know if a lot of you have trouble planning what's for dinner, but I know I do. I am not the best cook. I am not the best baker, and sometimes I just don't like planning dinner. So I've tried to come up with a way that would be easy for me and really fun for me to actually cook and enjoy, because I love to sit down with my family and have home cooked dinners, don't you? And if you want to ask questions in chat, you can also push the little hearts to send some love if you want. And if you have questions, I think I'll do some questions at the end. So I want to show you, this is my recipe box. Doesn't need to be fancy, or you can put them in a binder, it doesn't matter. But the way I'm going to show you some basic steps. The first thing you need to do to plan a menu for you and your family is to write down, either on paper or on your computer, a list of all of the meals that you love. So every dinner that you like, spaghetti, soup, whatever it is, just write them all down, list them. Then that's the first step, okay? Step number 2, next to each of those meals, I want you to write down the side dishes. This is the part that really helped me, because I had a good meal plan and I'd know what I wanted to eat, but then I'd look in the fridge and be like, oh, what do I want to put with this dinner? I don't know what vegetable or fruit to eat. So this is something you can do ahead of time, so every time you find that meal, you eat that, okay? So you put your meals down on one side, then you list the side dishes. So for me, I like to do a vegetable, either 2 vegetables or a vegetable and a fruit. Those are my side dishes, and sometimes I do like a bread product with it as well, like cornbread or wheat bread or something. Other times I do a dessert, like a baked goodie or cookies or something like that. And just list all your side dishes next to the meal. And then you've got to just arrange, count how many meals you have, and that's how many weeks of meals you have. So what I did is I printed mine out. I did mine on Excel, and then I printed them out. I don't know if you can really see this. So, and I named my weeks to make them more fun. So week 1 is sunset, the sunset week. And so every day of that week, I just listed what we're going to have this week. So I have chicken noodle soup on Monday, and a salad, and apple or peach crisp with that. And I listed everything out next to that. You can if you do it on the computer, it's fun because you can just kind of rearrange things. And I didn't want to have like all taco meals one week. I didn't want to have all soups. I wanted them mixed up. So you can do that. And I ended up with 6 weeks of recipes. So I have like this week, that week, this week, another week here. So that's something fun. You can also balance out your side dishes. So if you can see, like I have carrots and beans. I didn't want to have carrots and beans again that same week. So another day I have corn and salad and peas and broccoli. So you can kind of adjust what you want your side dishes to be, so you get kind of a balanced meal. But this it takes a long time, but it's really worth it. Now the other thing I wanted to do to make meal planning easy is I didn't want to defrost my meat and cook it all in one day. So I didn't want to, say I'm making spaghetti, I didn't want to pull out the meat from the freezer, defrost it in my microwave, then cook it, then make the sauce, then make the noodles, then do the side dishes. That just took me way too long, and I don't love being in the kitchen. So I just wanted to really condense it. So on the weeks, so I put little things like, let me show you the last week. So the last week I cook 5 chicken breasts in my crock pot, and I just boil them all, and then I split them up into how many meals. I wrote down that I split them up into 8 meals in baggies, and then I freeze them. So then when I get ready to have, for instance, basil chicken pasta that we had last night, I just pull out a bag of cooked chicken from the freezer, and I don't have to, I can thaw it, or I can just put it in frozen and cook it with my stuff, but it's already cooked and I don't have to take that extra time. So that's a tip I wrote down on the week before what I needed to cook on a Saturday or Sunday when I have more time, and then freeze it so that the next week I don't have to do that, because my goal was to only spend 1 hour in the kitchen. One other thing that I will mention as a tip is I categorized all my meals as either quick meals, crock pot meals, or special meals, or emergency meals. So let me just talk about that real quick. Quick meals were ones I could do in 1 hour or less. Things like spaghetti, you know, I wrote out a bunch. So I have ones that can be done in 1, as long as the meat's already cooked ahead of time, things that can be done in 1 hour or less, and I put all my meals. Then I did the crock pot ones. Those are ones I put in the morning, and then they're ready in the evening, and I just add rice or noodles to it or whatever else you have to cook. And those ones I do when I don't have a lot of time in the evening. So crock pot ones I put on Wednesdays and Fridays. Wednesdays and Fridays are crock pot meals. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday are quick meals. I saved all my special meals for Saturday and Sunday. So the ones that take longer, that take more time and are more time consuming, I did when my husband would be home to help me and I'd have more help and not be stressed and rushed for time. Then the emergency category are things like grilled cheese sandwiches, macaroni and cheese, things that can be done in like 10 minutes or less and are on those nights when you look at your menu and you run out of time or something unexpected came up and you need to have something really quick and easy. So I have a list of those that I can just pull out and do, but everything else is just scheduled. So you'll have to look at your schedule and decide when you want to do your quick meals, when you want to do your crock pot meals, so you remember, oh, Wednesdays I have to pull meat out of the freezer and put it in the crock pot in the morning and not wait till 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So like I said, so just a quick rundown. Step 1, list down all your meals. Step 2, write down all your side dishes. Step 3, categorize those meals into quick meals, 1 hour or less, crock pot meals, and special meals or emergency meals. So those 4 categories, and then just create your weeks based on that. Then you have everything right here when you need it. When you're ready to go grocery shopping, you just take out, this week was my sunset week, so I just took out my little card and I said, oh, we're having chicken noodle soup, salad, apple peach crisp, Monday. Tuesday, basil chicken pasta, corn and peas. Wednesday, tortilla soup and applesauce. Thursday, chicken spaghetti, beans and broccoli and brownies. Friday, sweet pork tacos, salad, frog eye salad. Saturday, Hawaiian haystacks and smoothie, and Sunday, chicken pot pie and fruit. So then I just took that list out and wrote my grocery list real quick, pulled out the recipes. Oh, okay, so here's the next step. Once you've done that, take your recipe box, and I don't know if you can see this very good. I labeled each week, so there's my sunset week in this divider, and then behind that divider, I put all of the recipes for that week. So all of the desserts, the breads, and the main dishes are all here, and they're in order: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so I can just flip through and find the one I need that day. So then the next tab is Ocean Breeze, that's week 2, and I pull out those recipes. Does that make sense? So I have both a card here that tells me an overview of the week, and then in the dividers, I have the recipes, so I can just pull those out. So print off your recipes or write them down. I like having them on note cards versus a binder. I've done both. The reason I like note cards is because you can switch them around, and if you find, oh, I really don't like having it with the rest of these meals, I want to move it to a different week, you don't have to reprint everything and redo stuff. And if you ever find a recipe, you can just jot it down. This is a fun recipe box. I can put the link, I just got this one. I can put the link on my blog on writinginthestillness.com later today. But I got this from Amazon, and the fun thing about this recipe box is it has a little plastic thing here. So when you take out your recipe, you can just slide it in here, and it keeps it protected, and it sits it up for you so that when you're cooking, you can see it. So that's just kind of fun, but that's not necessary. If you don't have one of these, you can do it any way you want. All right, so that's pretty much the easy steps. That is all I have for you. So if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask right now, and I can answer anything more or talk in more detail about this. Yeah, basically, it doesn't matter what nobody in your family will ever ask what's for dinner again, because you can just have this card pulled out and put on top of your recipe box, and just have it sitting there, and everybody will know what's for dinner. And then, of course, if something comes up, you can pull out an emergency meal and substitute it. So, if anybody has any questions? Okay, so Nicole is asking, what do you do about picky eaters? This is a good one. What I like about this system is it's totally customizable. I'm not going to tell you, this is the recipes you need to cook for your family. Every family is different. Every family likes their own stuff. So when you write down your menu, don't just go through a cookbook and write down everything in the book. Write down only the recipes your family likes. And you might want to put in some you want to try. And then if you don't like that recipe, or somebody in your family doesn't, then switch it out for a different one and just replace the note card. It's really, really simple. Just cross it out on this list and write something different next to it. But getting picky eaters to eat, is that your question? I don't know. My son doesn't like onions, My boys don't really like meat. My daughter doesn't really like bread. So you kind of just have to, I don't know, find a good balance of what you cook so that there's always something that they'll eat and something they like. And we usually try and require them to eat a few bites of whatever it is, even if they don't like it. And sometimes I don't try and include too many onions in my things for my son, or I tell him he can pick out the onions if he doesn't like them. So, okay, I'm getting another question. Okay, yeah, is that Liz? Asking if sunset or ocean breeze means something. No, they're just nature words that I came up with. You don't even have to name your weeks. I used to do it week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, but I just thought it would be funner if I was like, this is the sunset week. So I'll tell you my names. They're kind of cheesy, but you can come up with your own names if you want. I did the sunset week, ocean breeze, starlight, moonbeam, mountain path, and waterfall. So you can pick your own names, or you can just be boring and do week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. But yeah, if there's some magazines you get recipes out of, you could do that. If you had like 1 week that it was all from the Sunset magazine or Taste of Home, or whatever, you can definitely do that. So any other questions from anybody? I'm really glad you're able to join me today. I will post this video on my blog. I'd love for you to subscribe to my blog. I have a lot of fun articles about creating family traditions. October's coming up and I'm doing 31 days to simple family traditions that will bring your family closer together. So go subscribe to my blog so you make sure you get those. My blog is writinginthestillness.com. And I'm Jamie, and I'm really glad you're able to join me for this super easy meal planning. If you have any other questions, if there's no other questions, I'll just end here. But I'm really glad you joined me today, and have a great day. Thanks so much. See ya.